Hey everyone, I'm going to start off this portion of the video with a little bit of night filming. So I'm boondocking here with all the lights on. I'm sorry about the low light. I know these cameras don't like low light, but I want to show you a couple of things because I'm gearing up for Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I have officially picked out a Christmas tree that I want to share with you all. I want to talk about it a little bit. You know, no plug directly with Walmart, but Jack, yeah, hi Jack, say hi. Okay. But I did get this Christmas tree at Walmart. Here's what the box looks like. It's a $15 fiber optic tree. It's only 32 inches tall. Here it is over here. I'm going to plug it in here real quick. But I'm also going to point out, yes, I have a clinging kitty. I'm also going to point out the main reason why I got it. I love USB. I love anything that's powered or charged by USB. This is a USB powered Christmas tree. So I've got this power strip plugged into my inverter down below, but go ahead and plug it in right there and come over here and you can see it's fiber optic. What's actually happening down below is the light is spinning down here. That's why you get the changes in colors on the tips of the actual fiber ends of the tree. I really like it. I'll be able to open the window and showcase my Christmas tree. And it all folds up really easy for next year too, so I think I'm actually going to keep this one. There's absolutely no noise, low power consumption. I think it's going to work really well. And then lastly, I want to share what I decided to do to help kind of keep tabs on Jax. He has gotten away from me a few times by accident, and I talked about on my question, well, on one of my Q&A videos, I talked about how the pet tracking systems might work for some people for that really long range, but just to kind of reiterate, a lot of those GPSs, you have to set your home base relative to an actual place, a permanent location, and then it doesn't alarm you until your animal has gone past a mile outside the radius, and you still cannot track the GPS live. So I found that really not to be very helpful when I know Jax is really nearby, but I don't even know which direction on the RV, which bush he's in. So I had talked about wanting to do this, and I'm officially doing it. I have the Magic Key Finder. Yep, the Magic Key Finder. It find any lost item in 3 ways: radar, sight and sound, and two-way tracking. So you use your phone's Bluetooth, and then this little collar thing on there is going to go onto his collar instead of a set of keys. You get up to 150 foot range, and your phone actually has a GPS tracking showing you where, if you're getting close, cold or hot, and getting close to him. 150 feet is plenty. Jax will never be farther than that away from me, and especially in the dark. Also, it beeps, so you can make the collar thing beep. So this is, I don't know if anybody's ever tried this for pets, but this is definitely something that I want to do for Jax to help protect him. And you know, it's going to be, it's not very heavy, but it's going to be always hooked to him all the time. And yeah, we'll try it out. See, the weather's turned around for us. We're in a pretty good mood, rolling around in the concrete. I feel like holding off until the rain passed was one of my brighter ideas. And now we'll be getting into San Francisco on a really sunny day. Perfect. So So we'll continue to collect some solar for the rest of the day here. We'll move to a better location when the sun goes down. Look at those new tires, Terramax. I love them. They also gave me some new valves too, so score. 2 more to go, and then we'll have all 6 new tires. This place across here where I'm at is Cattleman's. I've heard of this place. It looks like they're either closed or they have limited hours. I'm not sure. Weird. I'm not sure why they're closed, but... Well, life of a YouTube celebrity. I sit here and spend a couple minutes talking about a very important issue, and then I look back and my bed's not made, and I'm like, crud! I'll never hear the end of it. I gotta make the bed and redo the entire video. So, oh cool, now Jax is gonna join me too. Oh, my big bundle of cat joy. I want to talk about what I did in Santa Rosa yesterday at the end of the day. And first, let me go into a little bit of details of why I love having a Class C motorhome, at least in the past, up until before I got to California. A Class C motorhome, up front, you know, where the seats start and where the motorhome ends, basically, you're dealing with just a regular Ford E350 chassis. Basically, I mean, that's all you need to know. Everything is going to be exactly the same. In Olympia, I was going to Midas all the time with both Tilly and Olga, being able to have them worked on at normal shops all the time. You get into California, and especially in the Santa Rosa area, as soon as you pull in, like, all these mechanics, and no, actually, for this part, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to point out all the companies that said, no, get out of here, we're not going to service your vehicle. But 6 of them in a row. I should have called first because I was really getting tired of it. But what happens is you pull in your RV, and you get in, and the guys just like look at you like, no, you can't, we can't do that here. You can't do what? I mean, they're looking at the fact that I got a stove and a refrigerator in there, and I'm like, whoa, calm down. Don't worry about all the stuff that's on there. It's still just a van. You open that hood, it's just a van. I don't know why you're worried about everything else behind it. Oh, no, we don't work on that. You're going to have to take that down and go to that RV specialist guy down there. It's like... So California is a little different than my home state of Washington State, where anybody will work on a Class C RV because it is just that. It's just a van. You don't need to worry about the fact that there's a bed in the back. That has nothing to do with changing oil. California mechanics are a little weird on that issue. So, struck down 6 times. However, finally did pull into a shop, T&K. And I talked to Tony in there, and he spent a good 30 minutes diagnosing the oil leak on here. And after he was done doing that, he was brutally honest with me. Didn't try to take my money. Didn't try to get me to do stuff I didn't want to do. But he said, your RV has a rear main seal leak, and at this point, I wouldn't even recommend you getting that fixed. It's would be about the same as replacing the engine completely. Just the labor, because the transmission and everything has to drop, and the engine has to come up 8 inches in order to get to it. So, but one thing that Tony said that just, I'm going to quote him. He said, keep adding oil to her and let her live out her final days on the road. That's the best thing you can do right now. And it changed what I was thinking in my mind, because all of, up until the last couple weeks, I've always wanted to say, hey, whatever this RV needs, we're going to fix it. We're going to put money into it, but $800 to $1,200 to fix a $10 gasket on the RVs, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it later if I can find a better rate. I'm not going to be paying any of these $125 an hour RV shop rates. So something else opens up later on that's a little more attainable as far as labor costs, or even getting a buddy and him and I doing it together to do that. It's still something I may want to do, or maybe at this point it'd be easier just to get another 460 engine and rebuild it. But where am I going to store it and work? So lots to think about. But I do appreciate the honesty of Tony. Basically telling me what's up. Hey, just keep an eye on your oil pressure there. Keep an eye on the dipstick every single day. Keep adding oil. And he said not to add any of those additives, those sealer stuff. He said, you can do more damage, and sometimes you can even make the seals worse and stuff. So now I've got completely conflicting story. There's a million people on YouTube that say, yes, use them, they work miracles. And then there's certain people that are like downright flat out, Eric, do not. You are going to ruin your engine if you do that. And it's like, okay, so there's a lot of misinformation out there. I'm not going to do it again. I already did it once. I'm going to get the oil changed again, get everything out, not flushed, but do an oil change, start with fresh oil. And I'm going to go with the Mobil 5000 high mileage, and going to keep forking over expensive oil and just keep topping it off like that. And I'm not going to worry about it anymore, at least for now. So, no biggie. No biggie, right? Anyway, I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we are getting into San Francisco, so today's Sunday. Monday morning you're going to get a brand new video from San Francisco. Really super excited. Here we go. All right, have a good night, guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Jax here, along with his human servant Eric. Thanks for watching our RB channel. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget to watch all of our other videos. We got some great material out there. Subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest updates here on the road. Can you say hi? Talk to you guys later.